Welcome to the Smash Masters podcast, hosted by Stefan Eschi and Nick Priest. This is where we dig into the auto body collision repair field and talk quality repair methods and how the industry is always changing. Buckle up, it gonna get bumpy. Bumper. Hey.
Bumpy it has been. This is it's a little bit of issues for everybody. I mean, I have internet issues. Who would have thought that, right?
You had like 3 or 4 minutes before we were supposed to start. You disappeared, and then it got down to 7:59, and my camera stopped working. So, and then it wouldn't start working again. I just restarted my computer and hit the live button.
Hit the live button, yeah. So,
here we are.
It's what a start, and it's the last episode of the year for the Smash Masters. So, why not go out with a bunch of problem?
Oh yeah, that's true. We got some friends that want to let you know that they started some online training. So here's the
stuff right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here's the main issue. We are not live on anything else. You know what? Why don't I work on that really quick? Because I had to restart my computer, so I don't have TikTok set up. I don't have Instagram set up.
Yeah, it's all good. What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Hey, Ryan.
Yes, I've got crap
but yeah,
all over the place.
No worries. I'll just hit the go live, and that should be all I need to do over here.
Pump up the episode. Try to listen and hit the gym. Man, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I need to be hitting the gym first thing year also. It's pretty sweet. Dent remover, what's going on?
All right. We're live on TikTok.
Yeah,
sorry, everybody.
I had this morning.
I did really like the show this morning. That was good. It's nice of you to stay up and make sure to catch our episode here, 1 a.m. in the morning. I bet you do.
Right.
Here's Cliff.
We're calling it morning because obviously it was morning for us, but it's not morning for these guys. What's up, Cliff?
That's true. It was good. It was those Dent guys were on the Ginger Bro Dent show this morning for us, and it was a good episode. It was fun to listen to, and I appreciate the shout out you guys gave us. Always appreciate that. We were just talking about that actually too. You keep getting all these shout outs from all these other podcasts. Do you think that means we made it there, Nick?
I don't know if we made something out of it. I just hope it's not a mess. So if you guys want to go catch those Dent guys on Ginger Bros, it was a fantastic episode. I would recommend going and watching it after you get through with this one, of course.
But, don't go anywhere yet.
Right. Like I said, last episode of the year, we've got a pretty good guest coming on. I think you guys might enjoy him. I know, Andy and them kind of get along pretty well. So can't wait to see what happens on this one. What's up, fellas? What's up, Daniel?
Sorry, almost done. Just re-adding.
Hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas and working up into the New Year's and all that stuff, man. I hope it's going good for everybody out there.
Yeah. So I've got no New Year's plans. I'm just looking forward to MTE. I mean, that's coming up. It's pretty much exactly a month away now.
I've been seeing some MTEs coming across the For You pages on the TikTok, so that's good. That means they're getting ready, getting set up and ready to go. I'm kind of excited about it. What's up, Larry?
I'm super excited. It's a fun venue. It's a good time. They set up like parties every night. I mean, when I say party, it's get together out on the lawn, but it's fun. You get to walk around, meet people. I mean, try and get out of your comfort zone, talk to people you haven't talked to before, network. Who knows? It could turn into a future job offer or something.
You never know.
You never know. You really don't. Yeah.
Speaking of comfort zone, Andy's trying to get into his comfort zone right here now with that, with that comment. Oh my God. Yeah. What's up, Brandon?
I guess it's a party.
It's a party.
The whole thing is a big party. I mean, I look at all that as a party. Playing with tools, playing with dents, meeting people. So yeah, 80s party.
80s party.
I did buy a shirt.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I tried to buy him a shirt. He wasn't having it.
No.
I tried to buy him the whole tracksuit.
He tried to make me. He tried to have me looking like Vanilla Ice with the fanny pack and everything. And I don't know about all that, but
headband,
whatever.
Had sweatband and everything. Yeah, I think he could pull it off. I think he could do it. Anyway.
Ginger Andy, yeah, that's one of the Ginger Bros I hear you're talking about. Oh, Big Macs comes already.
Okay. Let's bring Steve on out here. He's our guest tonight is a really talented technician. I met him for the first time doing some work with Cam Auto at the New England trade show, New Jersey trade show, whatever it was. And he drove a van from Texas up to Connecticut for a dent meetup and to be at that show. That's quite some commitment. And I brought that up, and he's like, "Well, you said I would never come up here, so I took it as a challenge." So he drove all the way up here from Texas.
That's pretty challenging right there.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's bring him out here.
Let's bring him on in here.
What up, Steve?
What up, boys?
What's going on?
You know, regardless of what Andy says about you, I think you're a hell of a dude. So we're not going to listen to Andy. None of that.
Andy who?
Yeah,
I knew that was next.
I never heard of her.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. We almost gave him a link to come in and pop in and like harass you halfway through the show.
Well, here's the thing. Andy has been salty ever since he got turned down for recommending a flavor for pecker flavored Lay's. They've been making waffle and chicken, and he got turned down for his, and I'm like, he's just been salty ever since.
Poor Andy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn,
I expect a lot of these kinds of comments coming up throughout the show.
Right.
Steven's audio is way better than yours. Well, you like I said, Chris, you were by not
remover.
There were people with worse audio than you by far. Some professional podcast people too.
Right. I'll be honest with you. If you look at anybody's first episode that they go live with their audio and stuff, it's usually not that good. So,
yeah. No worries.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we heard you the whole time. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I still don't. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. I think that's. Look, there's a suction cup holding my phone on a battery charger, and it kept falling, so I licked it. It was pretty gross.
Oh,
Still,
I thought you were talking about this last comment here. I didn't know.
No, I never got the sample batch.
He's our favorite Dike too.
Shuddy.
Right.
That's my guy. We went up there and had, man, he fed. You know, when I was driving, there was like I left out of Chicago. What was it? I forget the name of the town, but I had went through it, and 9 people got stabbed. I was up there and I saw Shuddy, and like that bridge fell, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to start coming up with like excuses. Like I can't be going all over and stuff breaking.
Right.
Oh God. That was nuts actually. I remember when that happened. That
Yeah.
bridge going down. That's right by him too.
Yeah, I'd driven across it. Actually, I texted him that day. I'm like, man, I'm white knuckling going across this bridge.
Really? I thought that was you drove on it before? I thought you were in that area after.
No, I mean after I left you is when I stopped. Well, when did I see Shuddy? Because I went across that bridge on the way down.
Oh, you're testing my memory now. I'm not good with
Yeah,
dates.
I'm not good
And
with
then-
memory.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about the bridge, going collapsing, whatever it did. I can't remember now, but yeah, I think you were up there around that time. He says the day before. So,
Really? Wow.
I think it was a week before, but yeah.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. That's a long drive.
Yeah, don't get me started on that because that's the same guy that owned the twin trade towers bought insurance on that bridge. It's all a conspiracy. I get on TikTok. I know everything.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah,
did.
right.
I visited the Twin Towers and went to the top of one of them the spring of 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It only popped in my head because you said you drove over that bridge the day before it collapsed. But yeah, that was an interesting day.
yeah, it drives
Anyway.
you home when you see it in person.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I'll say since then I have been to the memorial.
Mm-hmm.
It is really good, and they did a great job on the museum.
There wasn't a warning sticker.
Warning label: Do not lick suction cups. I told him there's probably some chemical on it to make it sticky.
If I end up with a superpower.
All right. Well, maybe we should get into the show one of these days. So you're a Hale tech. You're a Hale PDR tech.
I'm everything, man. I've done a little bit of everything. 25 years, but I
Have you
am
been
doing
in-
Hale.
Have you been in a body shop?
Oh no, I'm not a body man. You would not want me to cut off a quarter panel. You would not want that at all.
Yeah, we absolutely would. That would be good.
We'd like you to do it for us.
Right.
So that we don't have to.
Right.
So what got you into PDR? What led you to PDR? What made you decide to chase it?
I was working somewhere for my father-in-law years and years years ago in my first marriage, and I was going to church at the time, and the guy said, "Hey, I need somebody to do this windshield repair and then upsell windshields." I'm like, "Cool," and he told me what I could make, and it was double what I could make just doing that, and I'm like, "Awesome." And then I kept bumping into the same guy. His name's Brian and Chris Coleman. Brian Coleman mainly, and he got me hired on a Dent Wizard franchise in St. Louis.
Okay.
And then, because I was doing the math, and you get one windshield per car, and you get up to 15 panels per, of sheet metal. So I just
Sure.
did the math, and I started looking. And those guys were telling me, and there was a couple other fellows that I bumped into, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can do a lot better." So I was a young man with a young man's back, and love it, man, love it, loving taking on the complexities of it.
Okay.
Especially the way we've grown. I mean, now it's much easier to get into the trade and be successful. When we were doing it, we were all fumbling through, I had this thing called a Mr. Potato Head, and it was pretty much phenolic material, and we'd wrap duct tape around it and just bunk, 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 and we were just figuring it all out.
I feel like I've seen one of those. It's a piece of wood stuck on the end of a stick.
Yeah, like we called it the Johnson rod.
Yeah.
Andy knows all about those.
Could it have been called a moose knuckle?
We didn't call it that.
Okay.
But I mean, anybody could have called it anything. I mean, it's basically just a big multifaceted block on the end of a rod that we would just use to bulk out metal. But,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of the technicians, I think, now might be in a bit of a deficit if they don't take their time and practice and get that fine tuning in. What did you do with Mr. Potato Head again, Steve? It's probably in one of toolboxes. I was going through my stuff today and realized I still have way too many tools.
Oh,
I have way too many tools, man.
you don't
I'm
say.
sure-
Somebody that buys tools over the years and uses them, collects them, has too many tools. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
I have
No
a lot
way.
of tools, amigo. I
Hmm.
just stuff I won't let go of. Hey, Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you?
I understand. Tools.
Well,
I mean, you've got a tool, you've spent time with it, it's gotten certain memories that you've done with it, and regardless of if you use it now or not, you're like, I remember when I used to do whatever the situation was with this tool. I'm gonna hang on to it.
yeah, they do become sentimental. I had this. You know that one, the pink. It's got like a 45-degree bend to it, and it's a sharper tip. It's from Dentcraft. It's about 10, 11 inches. I remember vividly my oldest. He was like 3, and he would stick it in tires and like wheels, like a Porsche wheel. I was at a Highline dealership. I mean, he's not hurting anything. The tool's smooth as can be, and he's like doing whatever, and he's acting like he's fixing cars with me. I saw that tool today, and I'm like, and now it's so bendy. I'm like, I couldn't really use it, but I can't get rid of that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No. Sentimental at that point. At that
Yeah,
point.
oh yeah. Yeah. You'll find as you get older, everything becomes more sentimental.
The only man in existence with 2 tab totes.
Kevin. I love him. He's I tell you what, I had a shop in St. Louis, and we had a hail convention years ago, and Kev came over, him and a few of the boys, and I had knives to throw at a dartboard. The darts got lost, and I'm like, Amazon's available. They have throwing knives. Let's just turn this into let's crank it up a notch. And I'm telling you what, Kevin Andrews can throw a knife, man. I mean, like, just pay him what you owe him.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, him and Tony and not Jonathan. I forget who. I'm drawing a blank on the name. I can see his face. But yeah, no, he was Kevin's awesome. And the tab totes, man, I'm gonna sell that on eBay and make a fortune one day.
I don't know anything about this. What's tab totes?
It's tab totes. It's a Dave Streen invention that almost killed him. It was one that you roll up the window and you hold it the tab by where you're all the glue tabs by where you're working. In theory, a great idea. Did not market real well. It didn't sell really well.
Okay.
But,
okay. Sounds nice.
So Jordan, that's it. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, so we bust Dave's balls every time we get a chance about that.
I mean, you can't have a good success with everything. I mean, he's
No,
got a lot of
not as many things that Dave's come up with. You know, we can bust his balls, but he's really put a lot on the line and brought a lot of things to the market that are awesome.
Right. He absolutely has. He's got
I have to agree.
I use a lot of his stuff. I mean, I've got one of his knockdowns sitting right over there that I use all the time.
Yeah.
So that's
Is that the no roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got a few of his tips and a couple hangers of his. I mean to buy more. And a wedge light is his, isn't it?
But that little tip over here too that I use all the time.
Yeah, and the wedge light is his, and the B cup I've got.
I don't have the wedge light up there, but I do have the wedge light. It's really good.
Yeah, that's a very useful tool. No, he's got good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Does it come in John Deere green? I don't think so. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, probably the tab tote.
Teeth. Oh.
Andy, I bet you bust a lot of balls. Zach Blue says,
Hey, what's up,
hey.
Zachy Blue?
What's up?
Tell your bride Toy I said hello.
Without a doubt, Dave makes some funny tools. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
also found he likes to, a lot of his tools have some edgy names. Edgy tools,
That's
edgy
Stacy.
names. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
She's the one that does the nasty stuff. And then Dave, I love him. This is douchebag. So at the same convention we were at, I had Deadeye Kevin at my shop. I was in the bathroom and I didn't realize that Dave Streena walked in behind me, and there's all kinds of people at the urinals. And he's like, he taps me on the shoulder, and you're not expecting to get touched in the restroom. And all of a sudden, well, Andy is, but he's like, he comes up and he's like, he taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "Nice watch, Steve." I'm like, what? Every time I'm in a urinal, I can't not think about Dave Stream now.
Right. I'm sure he appreciates that. You should let him know.
I do regularly.
Good.
Regularly. Like, hey man, I took a leak of QT. I'm thinking about you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just wanted you to know.
Patrick, guess what I got today?
He got
selfies.
Only when you're in the man.
Tell your joke.
Step on a bunch of Legos, Andy.
Okay, so he definitely got his Carbon Tech light stand today. That's probably what he's talking about.
Wait, they're not supposed to be available until MTE. How did he get a hold of one?
Well, I don't know. Probably
podcast hosts have some pull. Podcast hosts have some pull.
Yeah.
Social media too. He's been killing it with those videos. That pulls a lot too. People love the videos. I need to get
me some Brunt boots.
Because
I'm better than you.
I can give you a discount code.
Look, here, hold on. I'll show you what I'm gonna. This is what I'm selling.
I do love my Brunt boots, by the way. That's not just
they're pretty good.
Look at this. See this? That's autographed.
Look at that.
See that? You work a show with these fellas, you get an autograph thing. That's going on eBay tonight.
He told us he told us that was the bill to the hotel. I didn't know what I was signing.
Right.
Must be nice to get a hold of anything. One day maybe I'll blow up and get a new light and stand. It's not. I mean, it's not a hold of anything. I'm just joking here.
Chris, you got it. You're walking around the hotel with Stefan, and it's like paparazzi everywhere.
Yeah. You found that out at SEMA, right?
I did actually. You know, I say that just to be funny, but no, it's seriously. People would walk up to you, and they were like, you know, and I'm like, wow.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
That's not true.
It's cool.
I had fun. There were a few people that recognized me, and I really enjoyed that. But no,
I felt bad because there were some people you introduced me to, and I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we're the Auto Body Group and PDR. You know, we don't usually follow each other. So the people I pointed out to you are all Auto Body people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I pointed out Blue Collar Kyle. He's got like 1 million followers or so. So he's somebody I always wanted to grab the attention of. And I met him last year. He had no clue who I was last year. This year, he was walking by, and I just waved to him, and he goes, "Oh, hey, what's going on, dude?" And I'm like, he knows who I am. A little fangirl moment. But it is pretty cool. I like the community. Yeah, you know, it's the gayest thing we do, but that's fine. But no, he is. He's you know what I can respect from that dude is that he does a lot of consistency with his stuff. Mm-hmm. And he keeps adding more, and he just added a podcast that he's doing now. He's doing a pretty good job with it. Even though, I mean, he's got his first kid right now, very young child. So you know the guy's busy. And he's still kept up on things, still doing his social medias and keeping up with the answering of questions and stuff like that. So it's impressive. It's impressive. So that's the kind of people I want to meet. You know, those are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. You know, you want to be a millionaire. put yourself around millionaires. Hey, Jonathan.
My brother.
What's up, John?
Yeah, Blue Collar Kyle. I want to go by. He's about an hour and a half away from where I was working all summer. So I want to go by and I'm sure I'll be up that way. I used to live in St. Louis, so I'll swing in and at least, hang out with him for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
He seemed like a really approachable guy.
He is. Yeah, that's what I've noticed as well. It's a little harder to get his attention through social media just because he's bombarded with stuff all day long. But
when you get a Dike rolling through, you're like, oh, I better stop. He might have chips.
That's noticeable.
I think overall, most people really are what you guys call approachable. I think really a lot of people are. There's maybe I don't know of any really that I would say speak kind of negative on. I mean, anybody that you see out here doing content and working and that kind of stuff, when somebody that they don't know or haven't seen much of comes up and just speaks to them, I mean, that's kind of like, the hard work that I've been doing in front of the camera, talking to myself, making myself look like an idiot in front of people that actually do know me, the guys that don't really appreciate it.
Feeling like an idiot too.
Yeah.
Right. Believe me.
I haven't walked through life with a camera on me, but that's how I feel most of the time.
Well, I mean, it's even when it's self-inflicted and you're putting the camera on yourself, it's even more so.
Yeah. When I was doing more of those videos, I just had to embrace. I'm like, this is what you look like.
Oh, yeah.
This is what you sound like. You're like,
I don't like anything about me, the way I sound, the way I talk, what I say, the way I look, nothing. It doesn't, but you get over it and you move on because none of that matters because nobody cares anyway.
No. And especially the older you get, nobody's worried about you anyway.
Can't hide from Steve. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charlie.
How you doing?
Charles, I don't know if you saw it, but Charles won an award in Dubai, most innovative product. Yeah. Auto Mechanica. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I was happy to see. Definitely deserved. Steve can't hide.
Who said that?
Andy. Andy said Steve can't hide. But you can't hide from Steve either.
There's a video, and I was hiding right behind a little plant. I'll send the video to him again. We did a video. I stopped by his place and hung out with him and Amanda, and where I kidnapped him.
Yeah.
And I was hiding behind a plant, and Amanda's like, "Why are you using that little plant?" I'm like, "Well, that's what makes it funny."
Because I'm hiding behind a plant.
I can't hide behind this van, but I can hide behind this plant. So.
That was a good video, and then I took it and I made it one step further. And Steve is Steve is kidnapping people. Nobody's safe. Oh, Nick's having internet issues, but I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. I did want to say we were talking about. Daniel remembers the video. We were talking about being approachable and everything. I also feel like having these kinds of platforms like the podcast, really, I feel like once I've had somebody on as a guest, I feel like I know you. I knew you already. I've worked with you at a few shows already and everything,
right.
But
yeah, we talk outside of this.
Once in a while. I'm kidding all the time. But like there are people that I've never met, and I feel like I do know them because they've been a guest on somebody's show. Like Jonathan was just on Dent Slayer podcast. I got to listen to
episode.
I did too.
Yeah, you are showing up. Love you, my brother.
I don't know of any other podcast that goes on for 2 to 3 hours, and I'll listen to all of it. No other podcasts.
Which podcast is that?
Dent Slayer podcast is very good.
Yeah, I haven't caught that one yet.
It's very good.
The guy is a lot of stuff I've seen. I like him, but I haven't listened to the whole things.
They do a very good job.
Nice.
Start from the beginning. They tell their own stories, and then they start bringing guests in. They get Bryce Kelly, Kevin Bird, Jonathan.
Bryce Kelly
had James Catterbaum.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be the next one. But they're doing a good job. They're doing a really good job with it.
Good. I need to go catch those. It's I normally listen to a lot of other stuff. I do a lot of studying outside of Dents.
Like what?
Pure gold. Yeah, I do need to listen to that. Can't wait to meet Steven. Seems like an okay guy.
Yeah, he's okay.
You
Gray. He knows me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys have met before.
Brother Don Kavanaugh.
Andy. God.
What do you say? That douchebag.
He's studying woodpeckers.
Yeah. There's so much going on. He was wanting you to talk about the carpet incident at Gene Fetty's and all this other stuff. And
here's the thing. Is look, not everybody has one of these. You talking about how I don't have to have my own show. My boo gave me that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's something to speak about right there.
Well, it is something to be speaking about. Okay, so here we are. I go over to the Fetty's place, and we're in the basement. Andy decides to literally just crap himself. Just drops it right by my head. I get up and dodge bullets. It's like I gotta go. Well, I had mud on my shoe because it had been raining for like days, and I got it all over Melissa's rug. I felt horrible. I talked to Gene. He's like, it cleaned right up, man. It was no problem.
Yeah,
but Andy is gonna kick a dog.
Yeah, he just keeps on bringing it up, huh?
Yeah,
he can't let you live it down.
Yeah. It's like when I finally do jump off that Golden Gate Bridge one day, I'll be like, Andy Patrick did it. He pushed me over the edge.
And
he went full Rick James. I hate you. He sent that video.
You two are too much.
Yes, and everyone seems to have so much history together. It's so cool. I'm a little jealous. Yeah, well, I mean, it all starts like when me and Stefan went and hung out with you, and we ate lunch in Texas. That was fun. That was cool. That's how it starts, man. You just continue that trend wherever you go, and before long,
Yeah, that was really cool. It was just by chance we were hanging out a little longer. Everybody else had kind of left to go grab dinner before heading to Craig's. And we were about to get in the car, and Nick's kind of like coming after us. Hey, you guys want to get dinner? It's like, yeah, sure. No idea who this guy is or the people with him. And let's just go get dinner. And it turns out to be Nick Van Hook from 10 Fish and Tools. And he's like, we're going to send you dead zappers and stuff. It's like, all right.
Good stuff.
Yeah, had him on the podcast. It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Den zapper.
That is some cool stuff. That is a really well done tool.
Oh yeah, it really is. The Dent Zapper, I've really loved it.
I haven't used the Dent Zapper, but I have the blocker. I do like.
Oh yeah. That's also very nice.
It is, and I mean, a lot of these videos that you see, like Daniel's, and I have mine when I show it, and there's a bunch of them out there, a bunch of guys showing the Dent Zapper paddles. I know Andy has his that he has out. I mean. That just tells you right there.
Why?
They just didn't want to tell you.
Thousands. I can tell you right now, Gene Fetty does not have $1,000. I've been friends with Gene forever, and
What up, Danny
D?
Danny D. Dents, he's my buddy.
Yeah, I love him. He's a good dude. Good family man.
Should have seen him at the Dents for Kids. There's this one fender crushed in, And we all wanted to. I mean, before the lady was even out of the car, he's over there with the slide taper, putting the cold glue on that. He's like, "Where do you think, boys? Where should we pull it?" And it's like one of those ones where it's all trapped down on the bottom. We put it right down on the bottom, pulled it, the whole thing went bonk. You know, and it's yep. I mean, we all knew it was the spot, but it was just funny. We had a good time at the Dents for Kids.
That looked like a good time. I mean, every post that I seen, especially Daniel's, everybody's around that put post out, man, looked like it was an awesome time all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel did a good video up there. You know, it's funny, I'm watching Daniel's videos, and most of the guys that were up there were at the Dents for Kids I was at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the same group of guys pretty much. They just go and do all the toy donation places. You
Saw
know?
Dr. Rodriguez today.
Yeah? Well, there you go.
Yeah, I went and got an eliminate light. I got a 48.
Tool of the year? Is it really?
Is it?
I don't know.
Do they do Tool of the Year? I thought they did Tool Maker of the Year. Oh, whatever. We could just say it is.
Tool of the year is probably Andy Patrick.
God. What up, Corey? Good to see you.
Yeah, yeah. No, Andy, yeah. I've been seeing some of his stuff, and
Yeah.
he does pretty good with all that.
Oh wow! I bet that hurt.
That did
That
hurt.
one hurt.
That did hurt.
Thank
He
you,
did
Andy.
he did say up earlier, talk about your leather work. Tell us about your leather work. You did mention that you do stuff outside of PDR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I make all kinds of stuff. I made purses. I can give them away, and I'm getting better at on a sewing machine. My hand stitching's getting better. Even a wallet that I made, I don't know, a month ago. I made one last weekend, and it's even better. There's things that most people won't see. I can see a better consistency in how I'm
Okay.
doing something.
We're our own worst critic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I hang out with a master craftsman, so it's nice. Like guys that want to do PDR, you hang out with PDR guys. Guys that want to learn how to do business or retail, you hang out with Matt Moore. Or if you want to do, whatever it is, or if you want to start shooting a lot of videos and doing more social media content, you start going to your buddy Stefan.
Yeah, why not?
You hang out with like-minded people. That's what your goal is. Yeah.
I'm happy to give out advice. Actually, my advice is all very when it comes to social media is just very basic. But I mean, that's really all I can help you with. The rest, you got to be clever. You gotta have your own thing going. I mean, look at what Andy and Amanda are doing. Dapper Dent. I mean,
that is all Amanda.
Yeah.
All he is.
He's the personality. He's the personality. So I mean, it takes a ham to get in front of the camera and do what he does, and so he does that very well. And most people would want nothing to do with that. So he does that very well.
He does, and he took what most people do when they start out and say, "I'm going to be serious. I'm going to be legit. I'm only going to post educational stuff," and then he threw that out the window and then started killing it.
Yeah.
He started killing it.
But even that stuff was pretty good too. It's going to be harder to catch, a lot of views when you're not.
No, I mean,
you're doing something funny or something like that. Yeah,
I'm not saying that wasn't good, but the turn that they took, he said, "Well, this is doing okay, but let's try something different."
They use AI for their videos. That's good. No, but I mean.
Andy?
They picked my brain for like 10, 20 minutes during a dinner one night at MTE, and it was clear that what I told them, they took to heart and they did it. So I was actually thinking about putting that information in a small course, putting it on Collisionverse or putting it on, whoever will have me. There are other training platforms and maybe Dent Slayer, maybe AAI. Who knows? Just make a little course about getting some social media traction, and what I can do to help people with that.
Cliff Ramondon, he gave me the clap.
I hang out with John Vidine.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. you have to be creative when making videos, and
I
takes
don't
a lot
think
of work.
overactive imagination is my issue. It's
Yeah.
trying to lasso the squirrel is my problem.
That's good.
Yeah, good thing Daniel fixes dents, huh?
It's a good thing you could fix density. Oh my goodness. The comment section's lit.
I'm loving somebody else taking the heat, man.
Everybody loves Steve, I guess. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I don't care if they crack on you or not. They're here hanging out with you. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I do get. I do have a lot of friends across the. It's a great community, man. It's awesome to be able to be. I pick up the phone anywhere I'm at. When I was traveling, and most guys would make time to have a meal or something with me, and or hey, come by and see me at the shop or something like that, and it was pretty awesome.
Oh, I bet it is.
It's a great community, great group of guys.
So you were doing that for a while. You were working with Anson, driving a van. I mean, so how long did you do that for?
About a year.
Yeah. Mostly in like Texas and that kind of area, or?
Oh no, I was everywhere, man. I was like a fart in an elevator, man. I was everywhere.
That's right. You were kind of their collision guy, weren't you? You were branching out and selling like GPR systems and stuff.
Right.
Do you enjoy doing that kind of training?
I do. I really love training. This is Gus.
Hi, Gus.
He's the goodest boy in the world. Oh, we're in the mouth.
He loves you.
He does. He's a good boy. Thanks, Mama. I do. I really enjoy training. I love seeing the light go off, for people. I know you've seen it 1,000 times. I'm sure I showed it several times to Nick as well, is that proud papa moment where this one guy, when I did like 19 caliber trainings up in Oregon for Charlie, and this one guy within an hour and like 20 to 30 minutes, he sent me a picture. It was a F350 cab corner, aluminum cab corner with 10-12 hour damage on that cab corner, and he had it out and ready for a skim coat within an hour and 20 minutes. Now I hope there's no adjusters listening, but it was awesome. With lateral tension and just using it, it was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a proud papa moment when you can see that.
Yeah, right. Especially if somebody hasn't experienced that type of stuff before.
He went from like, I've done it a few times and I don't like it. I'm sorry I cut you off, Nick.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, but then you get some of the stuff rolling, get them set up, and get the proper way to use this stuff. They set it up, and boom, cuts time drastically.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I mean, let it be a lesson to all of us that if we have somebody who teaches us a skill and we go and we take it and we run with it, call that person, send them a picture, say thank you, show them how you did, tell them what you're doing, like that could change. They could remember you for life, certainly.
It's a small detail. It's a small detail to really, of course, me and Stefan send stuff back and forth all the time, dance stuff, whatever. But it's one thing to simply just call up somebody else and be like, man, I appreciate you showing me this little technique. It really helped.
You made a difference
that I'm in right now. Yeah.
Right.
You're going home sooner, cleaner, easier, less pain, whatever it is, from somebody else passing something along to you. And that was one of the things too. It was an honor and a treat for me a few weeks ago when I went down to Houston for TED. A bunch of us got together, and I got to meet Jonathan, and we've fast became friends and brothers in Christ. And it was it's cool to meet him because the Lido, his father, trained the guy that trained me. So it's almost this family tree,
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Talking about just going back to training, all the fun stuff aside, though, what was something that really kind of hit the light bulb moment for you? I know everybody has one. What was like what was one of those things that maybe was difficult for you and somebody was kind of showing you and then you just kind of worked at it? Like, what was you struggling with that helped the situation along? Did you have something like that?
In PDR?
Yeah, in PDR.
Yeah.
Or GPR.
Yeah. Well, I would say PDR, because GPR, a lot of us older technicians kind of cut our teeth on it, and it was like it went from the thing where I was like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, and then all of a sudden it started evolving, and it really started growing a lot more, and now it's like a go-to thing. But the light bulb moment for me was I worked with a technician, and a lot of guys might laugh, but I worked with not laugh. I shouldn't preface it like that. When I was working for a franchise next to DW's headquarters, the trainers were there, and I had the opportunity to go next door and pick their brain. And for me, it was always a self confidence thing to where they were kind of holding my hand and then giving me points and tips on how to get to the next level. And I kept going in early, staying late. And like I would even stay late and I would go in and like Mike Seawald or Ted Taggetoff or Dave Sanders. And those guys would be in there working on something. And for Dent Wizard. And I would work with them and they would show me tips on how to do something like, hey, I got this coming in next week, or I got this coming in tomorrow, and it's sitting here right now. Tell me how to tackle this before I get started.
Nice.
And they would, and they spent a lot of time with me, and it was awesome, you know. But those light bulb moments was, I would say, about 6 months into it, something clicked, and I just
That's exactly what Nick told me back when I was just first starting. He's like, honestly, one day you'll be pushing and it'll just make sense.
It will. It does.
Yeah. It's
and
crazy
I can
how
relate.
that works. It's crazy how that works because you will be pushing on dents, you'll be doing this stuff, and you'll say, I don't really think I'm gonna get this. I don't really know what's going on. And then you'll show up the next day and you'll just do it.
Yeah.
It'll just do it, and you're like, oh, okay. You'll get a couple of small wins, and then you'll start building from there.
Sorry, that was a good one. Only thing, sorry for the audio people. Only thing Steve tackles is dudes, is what Andy just wrote.
That and your thick mama.
Oh man. Yeah, Chris, we're all rooting for you at the Dent Olympics. We really are.
I've been practicing and timing myself on sharp damage. You know, one of the best pieces of advice I did get from a guy that I don't, Mike was his name. All I know is he came in like a rock.
Toledo?
No, no. This guy was. He rolled in like. Now that I look back, he was probably on crack riding a Harley, but he came in to Dent Wizard one time. And he's like, I'm like, man, I really want to get faster. Any tips? And he's like, yeah, just make less wrong pushes, make less mistakes. I went, awesome.
Just go faster.
What a brilliant philosophy.
And I think, you know, but I did take it. That's way back, 25 years ago when I was still filled with, hope. And I did. I made less, just the slower is faster, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have aquariums around me.
Leave Phyllis out of this.
And I heard water, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't
left at MTE by chance.
Wasn't leaking. Did the Harley get
left
at MTE?
No, not the same guy, Brandon. No, not that at all. No, this guy's name was Mike. I don't remember. He was old in the 90s.
Did somebody leave a Harley at MTE?
Oh, there was a guy, I won't even say his name. It'll probably just irk a lot of people. But yeah, he was going to give away a Harley. And he said nobody wanted it or somebody wanted it and he was going to deliver it or something. And then like shortly thereafter, his entire tool factory burnt down. There was a whole lot of turmoil surrounding this poor guy.
Who?
Yeah. There was a whole lot of stuff going on with that. But yeah, no, the Harley did not, no one wanted after whatever that was. They had a fire sale on it.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I do know it's a sore subject for a lot of people, but yeah,
All right.
no, that not the same guy.
We'll have to bring somebody in to tell us about that then, Brandon. Maybe you.
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast episode.
Yeah.
So
For sure. For sure. He burned a lot of people. There's my boo. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, here we go.
There
That's
it
right.
is.
Yeah.
I love
He's
me.
been bragging about that thing all night. Just
This
so you know.
whole show.
The whole show.
So,
My boo made that for me.
yeah, right.
Shut up, Andy. You don't say hi to her. You don't talk to her. Don't even look at her.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man, that's
So
go ahead.
the big question.
Denny, look at measure for my butthole.
Okay.
I don't think-
Are you you going to MTE this year?
I am going to MTE.
Nice. We
Are
missed you last year.
Are you rooming with Andy?
I am going to room. Actually, Phyllis and I got a room. It's going to be a luxury suite.
This Monday podcast thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It works for us. We called Mondays. It's ours. Be doing my Dent Friday at 12. Oh, you already know. Okay.
Oh. Nice.
For all the beer Stevens drinks. Yeah, there's not many of those.
None.
Yeah.
None. Well, actually,
Comments are coming in like crazy.
I got a
God,
0.0.
Yeah. Yeah, you staying with me, Brandon.
My mom don't like big bags. Your mama's got a big bag.
It was a good show this morning. So for those, if you didn't see the Ginger Bros show this morning, it wasn't the regular times. Yeah, you staying with me.
Yeah.
Then go and check out the what they did. It wasn't their regular time, so you might have missed it. But yeah, it was good. They had those Dent guys from over the pond, and it's good. It's good episode. There's a couple things, you gotta know how to listen to the English guys and the way they say certain things, and it's sometimes like, the hell did he just say?
The bonnet? What?
No, I can
mean-
get that. I'm good with that, and aluminium,
Yeah.
and all that. But it's just certain. I can't even come up with something. It's just they have
Like
different
when
ways
they're
of
wording
saying.
Different
fast.
demeanors.
Yeah,
Demeanors,
right, exactly.
intonations on words and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But Dent, remember
Oh.
Martin Sadler? He's killing it on YouTube with these dent repairs.
I do like what they have instead of R and I's, they call it strip and fit.
Oh, wow.
I like that. It's strip and fit. I'm gonna strip and fit it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I don't know
good.
that-
Andy's stripping unfit.
Jason Statham and Martin. Yeah, no, I'll be staying at the Gaylord Palms Resort. I bought my hotel room before the second hotel was added. Otherwise, I would be staying at the Holiday Inn as well, Chris, or whatever the second hotel is. It's far cheaper.
Yeah,
So if you're still thinking about going, there are affordable options, and I can tell you that MTE is very informative. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Education Day is crazy busy, and it's just because you think of how many auto body techs want to go out and get training, where they're not going to be lining up in droves and standing room only to do this training. And then this education day, almost all the educations have standing room only. I mean, people are just dying for this information. It's a great time, and it's good information. It's investing in yourself for a small amount of money and good amount of time. So,
not to mention these guys that are speaking and stuff, they're all successful, really
Right.
successful, and in their trade and their business, and they've grown, and they're able to speak about these hard times and stuff to get you to the next level where you need to be. And every one of them is some cool dudes, and they've all reached different paths and done different things, but they ended up kind of at this. I don't want to say at the same business level, but I mean they're up there. You know, these guys are something to aspire to look forward to for sure.
Yep. Yep. Want to
They
be a
found their own little
millionaire? Hang
niche
out
and-
with millionaires.
Right.
I mean, you found your own little niche, and you know, you drive home what inspires you.
And Steve, are you holding your phone out with your arm?
Yes, I am. If Brandon was late, I licked something sticky, and it gave me a really, like, my tongue is numb, and now I'm not licking it again. I'm feeling a little woozy. I'm not licking it again.
I don't blame you.
Are you really holding it up?
Yeah, I'm holding it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
good on you then.
The show must go on.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah,
it would be
I know
kind of
Andy
weird if
does.
you just left.
See ya.
No.
Imagine that.
No, that's good. It's good.
Good stuff.
All right. No,
I didn't raise the quitter.
that's good. What did he say? It's all I want for Christmas is a quarter-size hailstorm, but nope, Santa couldn't deliver. Same here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's hailstorms everywhere. You just have to go find them.
Well, not everywhere.
I mean, hail cars are all over the place. There might not be hailstorms everywhere, but cars that have gotten beaten by hail, it's all over the place here. So
We get beaten by acorns
mm,
up here. I actually have one confirmed for Friday.
yeah,
It's yeah. It is it's a black BMW. But it's a coupe.
oh,
Yeah, not too big on that. I did have the shop do the R&Is for me, the strip and fits for me, but the see, it's gonna catch on. It's gonna catch on.
It's gonna just fold into the lexicon of our society.
But the back is, they got quarter glasses and the back glass is all glued in, and I didn't have them take any of the glass out.
Oh man, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Having even the quarter glass out it would make your life way easier.
you wouldn't think it, but it does.
It does
Well-
a lot. Listen, both of you guys have been really improving the stuff that I've seen.
I'm just gonna be
I've just
working
been
on my
fixing
glue
really
pulling.
small stuff, really small. Can't even see it with the light type stuff. I don't even know why I'm showing videos of it.
I've jackass. I really like seeing it's cool to see as a younger technician grows. I like seeing that stuff. You guys have really been excelling.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've been trying. We've been putting it out there and stuff. We just started this kind of social media crap as just random collision guys, show it and hey, we fixed this and we fixed that, and
Yeah.
before you know it, we're like, well, all right, well, try these different techniques and ways of doing stuff, showing how you can do whatever. And I don't know, the more hate you get, the bigger your channel grows, really.
That's the truth.
Crazy, but that's how it works.
I was going over a video today, just popping a door panel off with an air wedge.
I saw that.
Went viral on Facebook. I got flamed out by all these people. They make tools for that. Why are you doing that? I could have ripped that off 2 seconds. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. But that's the reason it went viral. It's because they're all on there letting the video play 6 times in the background while they type out their trolling this and put it on there. It's good for the algorithm. So scared of all your comments, Andy. I don't put them up at all.
I put some of them up.
You put them up, not me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me a list of these so I can be mad like all night long and then call in tomorrow.
Oh, they're all on
you can
Facebook.
Yeah, you can just go through on the live here and comment on every one of them.
You're gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I love the roast.
Can get rid of the haters. Oh, TikTok thinks I'm inactive. We're not inactive. We're real.
That sounds about right.
I
I should have made this show
just
audio
wanna-
only.
Oh, that's what. I want to know what Brandon means by new shirt coming.
Well, he's probably made a new shirt style.
I hope he makes them in fat guy sizes so he can help clothe his buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, bring some of those with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
All
make
right.
audio only.
Yeah. Steve looking sticky shit.
Didn't he say that already?
Is that the new shirt style?
That's the new shirt.
That's the new shirt?
The new
That's
shirt says Steve
the
Lickman.
new shirt. Steve looking sticky shit.
Whoa. Stripping fits.
Yep. See?
Yeah.
See? It's catching on. I love it. Strip it fits.
That's the shirt.
Oh. Wait, Steve looking. Well, I don't know who's answering. I think the Steve looking sticky shit is the new shirt, and I think Steve's actually frozen.
Is Steve frozen?
Yeah.
He's gonna be there a while.
Well, Steve, we appreciate you coming on the show.
All right.
For the audio people, he just disappeared, so he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
But you know, that's pretty much it anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
we wanted to kind of have a laid back episode for the end of the year, and that was pretty good.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, we all had internet issues this time, so
It was pretty bad.
It is what it is on this one.
A few things I want to touch on. Just make sure you get to MTE. It's coming in the end of this month, and it's in Orlando. I'd love to meet all of you guys. We'll be there all the days, all the times.
My calendar says it's the 30th, so you mean a month away.
That's what I said, a month away.
You said end of this month. It's end of next month.
Oh God, Jesus! All right. Next, I would want everybody to check out dentslayer.com. Not only for their really awesome tools, because they really are awesome tools, but they started doing some online training as well as in-person training. I think that platform is really going to do well. They're also hosting other professional trainings, not just their own. They've got the DVDs hosted from Tom Jones. What?
Tom Price, PDR.
Tom
led.
Price.
The
Tom
OG,
Price.
The OG PDR.
And he learned from Lido. So you that's got to be some really some hot ticket stuff on there. So make sure to check out dentslayer.com.
Right.
We always like our friends over at gprmasterclass.com. You want to learn some glue pulling, especially if you're in the body shop, head to gprmasterclass.com. If you want a discount, hit us up. We're sure we could probably finagle that for you.
Right.
I did have a nice quote brought up before I had to restart my computer.
Yeah, it crashed right before we went live.
So I don't know really what this one says, but I'm going to read this one. Steve says, "What the hell?" Anyway, so there are only two words that will make the difference between a positive and a negative day, and they are "I am." I am positive. I am negative. No matter what happens today, it will not define you. It will reveal your I am. Listen to the conversation you're having with yourself and observe that your actions are the fruit of that conversation. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, he's back.
What happened?
I don't know. You left or something.
You left.
It could be that my phone got down to 1%. Yeah, I thought that, you know, that thing that fell, I thought it was charging. It wasn't.
Oh,
It's just one thing after another, man.
That's all right. That's all right. We're
That's
about
good.
to be out of here anyway.
That's good.
There you
That's
go.
good. We just signed off. Thanks for coming on, Steve.
All right, boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, it went tits up there at the end.
No, you're good. It is the end.
It is the end.
It is the end.
Oh, there
So
you go.
you made it.
Cool. See you,
Well,
boys.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.